Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another PGR reaction. Today we have Begin Anew as requested by Mr. MP3, and that's really all I've got to go on this one. It's a boss theme, no real other information was given. There was another song that was also requested in the same comment, but I'm just going to focus on this one. So I suppose without further ado, let's go! Loving that energy right off the bat. It's really good. Ooh. Oh. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Thought it was going to be a little bit more energetic. I didn't expect it to be bright and happy since it's the boss theme, but... Ooh. Dude, those slides. Oh, this is fantastic. It has such a great kick to it. The variety in all of it too, like it's constantly moving to different sounds and beats. There's nothing that feels like it's looping in this at all. Oh, it's not fair. You can't bring the cello in. Come on. I can't help but groove to it. Okay. A little bit of a hard style element being thrown in here. Beautiful harmony there. Gonna do it again. Oh, that separation there. Oh, that is gorgeous. And that's where it ends. Or probably loops back around. Either way, though, fantastic. That was awesome. All right, what really sold me on this one was purely the variety in here. This song never felt like it was changing, absorbing new information, spitting it back out. It was just this constant amorphous blob of movement. The whole song was moving through different genre elements, different accents, different everything. Even at some points, I straight up thought we were going to be shifting into a different genre. They never really went that far. It was pretty consistent overall, but I love that they never were afraid to continue molding the song as it went on. Every single section truly felt unique to itself, while still keeping that general consistency you would expect out of a general boss theme. This was a really smart song. Just in general, every aspect of it was super well thought out, and every movement was like well stitched to the one prior and the one after. Just everything about it was so well done. The production was was a little bit soft. That's not a bad thing. I was expecting a little bit more of it to like crank up and have some more breadth to it, you know, like a little bit more of a broad mix, but I'm not mad at what it is. It ended up being a little bit tighter, which I actually think kind of works out for a boss theme, especially for that sense of presence, like just being right out in front, not having too much room. There are like two boss types to me, and it's the ones that invoke that huge scale that feels like it's filling up a whole room, and then there's this one that's almost aggressive in the pinpoint sort of method where it's all funneling in just to hit you in the center. And I think that that's what this boss was doing, just in theme for the song, because that's what the mix was giving me. It was a lot more congested and sent to that center. So I think that's mostly what I like about that. And part of me does wonder if there isn't more to that, right? Like the whole congested, and then as it gets to the end, it starts to widen out again. It like gets broader. The song itself opens up a little bit as we end that track. That was that whole section where the strings were separating. And that's cool if that's the case. If that was intentional, that means that they were thinking even of that during the composition, starting out really tight, really confusing, just everything congested in the center, and then it broadens up, like you yourself, the player, are getting more room to breathe. I of course don't know if that was the intention. They could have meant that, but it could just be completely coincidental with the song just kind of naturally working in that way anyway. You introduce the strings, and then of course you have to do something with those by the end of the song, and broadening them up like that is just a good way to keep the natural momentum going of strings. So it's very possible that it was just because it was the only thing that worked, but I would not be surprised with everything else they were thinking about for this song's composition if that wasn't one of those things. That would be a really cool feature, but obviously I've got no way to know. And also in general, I loved how dark this song was, especially that section where it had like those synth like drops, those just really sinking in. Those dives were so awesome. And that transition to the more dark energy in the song, having that synth in there, kind of just a doon, 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 just sounding so much like something is finally there. There is that presence in your space, and it is there to kill you. It is such a cool energy to bring. And that was driven even further when it like came in with that energy later with the strings and everything. That cello, oh God, it just kicks you right in the face with like all of that intensity. That's mostly what this song was, just pure, unadulterated intensity. This was a threat. This had constant movement, and it was moving around so much that you were like, you know, like, Jesus Christ, what's coming next? You can't tell what direction. It's such an intense song. This character, whoever it belongs to, is an intense person. Hands down, bar none, somebody I do not want to fight with. You know, it's just somebody who is going to challenge you legitimately. And all those changes are signifying that in the song. It's somebody who's willing to adapt to you and fight you. They're aware of you. They know you, and that's terrifying. Just as a concept, that is one of the most terrifying options for a boss. Somebody who knows you so well that they are willing to go through anything and have an answer to anything you could throw at them. That's the energy I'm getting from this song, and while it is terrifying, it is also really cool to hear in music. But I have been yapping about this one for a second, so I think I will call it here. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to request something else from PGR, please do so. Leave something. It doesn't matter if it's new or if it's old. Leave your favorite song down in the comments below that I haven't gotten to yet, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that and you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!